Hello, doing a quick recording here of what's inside this Dell T3600 gaming PC workstation. We're going to be going over just the insides of the case here so you get a look at what I've put together. First thing, we've got our CPU here, which is underneath this large CPU cooler. It has a Intel Xeon E5-1650. It has 6 cores, 12 threads, runs at 3.5 gigahertz across all 6 cores and 12 threads. The base frequency is 3.2, but it does turbo up, which is nice. Currently, we have installed 2 sticks of memory. This is an 8GB module plus another 8GB module for a total of 16 gigabytes of RAM. There's another room for 2 additional memory sticks, so you can upgrade it to 32 gigabytes, which will be perfect if you're doing anything like video editing. As well, then you get to utilize a quad channel memory. But yeah, overall, it's really clean. You can see there's 3 front fans there. As well, we do have our RX 580 graphics card. This one here is the Sapphire Nitro version of the card. I do put different models of the card in, so just check the ad and you can request which model you'd like. If it's sold out, it's sold out. But yeah, generally I'll have like an Asus, a Sapphire, an MSI, an MSI Gaming X version. Like, we've got a whole bunch of different versions I put in here. It's also really nice and clean. Going down here, we have our SSD drives. Currently, I'm using my test drive, but you can see there is a 256 gigabyte SSD mounted in a bracket there, plus your 1 terabyte mechanical drive. All the drives that are used have been tested for bad sectors and stuff. If there are bad sectors, I do not sell those drives, so all the drives included in the system have been checked and tested. And yeah, as well, quickly, there we've got our power supply here, and on the back you can see we've got a couple ports here, different options. There's one HDMI here underneath the plug, as well as display ports and DVI. So there's a whole bunch of different options for connecting to the system. And yeah, if you keep watching, we'll have some example video gameplay. doing a quick recording here of Apex Legends. We are playing on an RX 580 8GB paired with the Intel Xeon E5 1650. These are the settings that we'll be playing with. They are just set to default, so I just came in here, hit restore defaults, and these are what I got. I just uncapped the FPS. This is all at 1920 by 1080p. And yeah, you can pause the video right here and just take a look at the settings. But yeah, they're pretty much all on high, so it's a really nice visual quality experience. And yeah, I do have MSI Afterburner running, so you can watch the frame rate counter in the top left-hand corner of the screen. As well, we do have like GPUs and CPU usage monitoring there as well. Currently, we're sitting about 80 frames per second at the moment. I found you could average anywhere from about 75 to 100 or so. And of course, if you do lower the settings down, you will get higher frame rate, which is always an option if you want to push closer to that 144 frames per second. If you have like a 144 Hz monitor, this will pair nicely with that.
Faster, faster, faster.
Currently at about 100 frames per second, which is nice. It's really smooth. It's like
Oh look, someone wandered into our safe space. Hey Mira, we got some enemies right here. Frag out! Heads up, we're not alone. Frag out! Charge rifle here. Look out!
oh man, we get taken out already, but the settings that we were playing on again are right here. They were all at 1920 by 1080p. A lot of high settings here. We had medium for ambient oscillation. Anisotropic was at 4x. You can increase the settings a little bit here because we were getting about 80 frames per second average, even up to the 100. So if you wanted, you could increase the visual quality. I think it was a pretty smooth experience. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, definitely reach out. Thanks.